Angry guy here. And men are shaming other men who get married. Men are shaming other men who get married. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
My last relationship, we broke up because he asked me to marry him, but then he asked me to sign a prenuptial agreement, and I said absolutely not.
First off, if you're still getting married in today's day and age, I question your motives. But remember, even with a prenup, it doesn't cover child support.
If you recently got married, watch this.
Guys, this is not a game. This is not a game. This is the reality now. All right? You're going to get shamed. You're going to get shamed. The boys are going to come out and they're going to let you know. You messed up. They'll let you know. What have you done? You played yourself. You played yourself. This is the reality of things in Western society right now. Any man that is going out there and spitting this jazz is viewed automatically as a simp. All right? The boys are gonna laugh at you. Look at these guys playing like a drum. Like they're having fun. Like, look at you. Guys, this is funny. This is funny. This is the new society. Like, men are awake. The boys are red-pilled. Anyone going out there and getting married in today's society is out of their minds. Absolutely out of their minds. All right? Even if you meet the most wonderful girl in the world, you are crazy to marry her in Western society. Even if she cooks, cleans, she is sweet, kind, she's an angel, she's your soulmate, you are insane to marry her in Western society because the risks are too great. There are these guys who'll say things like, that's why you have to really get to know a woman, really get to know her. I know guys who've said that. All right? I've known guys who said that. And then they turn around and talk about just how terrible the woman is afterwards. And then they get back with her later on. And it's like on and off, on and off, on and off. And they're in a literal toxic relationship. But it's never ending. And then they want you to take part in it. And you're like, you know, if it walks like a simp and it talks like a simp, it's probably a simp. This guy is a simp and he wants me to go and start simping. Guys, I actually said this. I put this up in a poll and a lot of guys agreed that, you know, stop simping is going to be the next stop snitching. Right? You're gonna see there are gonna be guys walking around wearing t-shirts. It's gonna become a brand. It's going to become a brand. You're gonna see a lot of dudes walking around with these t-shirts, and then you're gonna see some dudes like, "Oh my gosh, where'd you get that shirt from, man? Man, I got this from American Apparel, or Kanye said selling these shirts." Now, I'm not even joking. Stop simping. These shirts are going to start selling out. People are gonna buy them left and right. Stop it, because it's serious. It's serious. Men are tired of the nonsense. Men are tired of the nonsense. Men are tired of the games. It's ridiculous, and they're not doing it. Guys are not putting up with this crap anymore. Guys are not putting up with this crap anymore. The men that are still participating and playing this, like, these guys are a disgrace. Every man knows right now, you should not be getting married. Ever. Period. You should not be getting married. You should not be dating in Western society. You have to be out of your mind. All right? So you know what's funny? When you see dudes like, you know, coming on YouTube or other platforms like, I just got my life destroyed. I got married and she took everything. Guys, you'll see those same dudes just beating the drum, just laughing at them. All right? Like, listen to me, cry me a river. And men are cold, all right? some dude will literally just come out with a violin. He'll start tearing up that violin. Just yes, he will. He'll start putting in the work on that violin. All right, ripping up that violin. Okay, to mock this guy, and that video will go viral. That video will go viral. You'll see the simp just crying his eyes out, crying his eyes out. All right, and everybody's just there standing there laughing at him and laughing at him and laughing at him. This is where it's going, guys. This is where it's at. 80 men that is going out there doing this nonsense right now. He's going to get shamed. He's going to get laughed at. Because no man in his right mind is doing this nonsense in society. I've said this already. The M2 movement was the final nail. It was the final nail. That was the end of it. That was the final nail. After the M2 movement, that was it. There's no coming back from that. The relationship is done. And of course, you're going to find a ton of people trying to say, you're the ones trying to divide us. You guys in the red pill community, you guys who are hurt, all right? You are incels, if you know what I mean when I say incels, because you're incels, or you're misogynist, okay? Or you don't like women. That's what it is. You don't like them. You hurt. You've been hurt. You've been hurt. Hurt people. I hope you find someone who helps you to heal one day. This is how they roll. This is how you hurt. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Because men are not allowed to have standards. Men are not allowed to speak up and stand up for themselves. Men are supposed to just walk into a hive's nest and basically get stung until they go into shock, and that's basically that. And nature takes its course, and then the circle of life happens, and the ants come in, and they start eating, and like basically eventually it's just skeletons, and then the skeletons whatever they get scattered. I mean, guys, this is just how it is. This is just how it is. It's an unfortunate thing, but that's the reality. That's the world that we live in. It's sad. It's pathetic. It's miserable. And any guy that's participating in the system right now has no inkling of common sense. Because to know that you have no rights, you are at the mercy. You're at the mercy of the spouse. You're at the mercy of the person that you're in a relationship with. And she can retroactively withdraw consent years from now. She can withdraw consent 50 years later. This is what happened to a lot of men. 50 years later, she withdrew consent. 50 years. What this tells you is that essentially there's really no such thing in Western society as consent if it can be taken away at any time. Think about it. If someone can retroactively withdraw consent, then that means that consent can never actually be given because it can be taken away. You can never say, well, she consented, because she can retroactively say that she didn't. And no one can go against her in today's society. You'd have to be insane, and they'll go after your masculinity. They'll say that you don't like girls. They'll say that they'll call you names. They'll try to shame you. I mean, they'll talk about your sexuality, and it's like, what? Everything to silence you and to belittle you and to grade you, to degrade you, and ultimately to try to attempt to deflect and discredit any of your arguments and points. All right, no matter how valid they are, because they want to continue on doing what they're doing. I said this. I made a poll. I literally made a poll, and I said basically, it's not that red pill men simply distrust women. Red pill men don't trust other men either. Red pill men don't trust anyone. The only thing is that red pill men are more keen to the games that modern women play and female nature. So they're more keen to understand that that women are more likely to manipulate you. All right? Not to say that men are better than women or women are better than men or one group is more evil than the other, but more so that red pill men are just self-aware of female nature and society. That's it. And what their role in society and how society views them and treats them. And they are refusing to be disposable. Never forget that more women were saved on the Titanic than children. More women were in lifeboats when the Titanic went down than children. Not only that, but there were many lifeboats that had seats still available, and the men were not permitted to get onto the lifeboats. In fact, even after the Titanic went down and there were people in the water, only one lifeboat went back and allowed people to get in, while the others just basically watched them go bye-bye. And it was men that allowed this. Now, and you know what caused this? They basically adhered very strongly to the notion of women and children only. But again, they prioritized the women. A lot of guys don't comprehend this, that women are more prioritized than children. The reason why women are more prioritized than children is because an adult woman has reached the age of fertility. So because she's reached the age of fertility, she is now seen as more valuable than a child that may or may not reach that age. So hence, she is prioritized more than a child. It's absolutely insane, but that's the reality we live in, and that's how the simps like it. What do you guys think about this? Men are shaming other men who get married, and I'm all for it. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comments, so let's talk about them there. Let's talk about what you think regarding this. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.